they say that players usually make the biggest jumps between year one and year two. And how can that apply to you?
Yeah, coming off a pretty solid year. Obviously, we got room for improvement and a lot to build on. And I'd say a lot of it just starts in the weight room. I've been working hard at home, and then now being here for June and July and August mostly, just getting stronger, more physical, and being able to bump people off my line. But also sticking true to the skills I've worked on growing up, everything shooting, passing, and just helping the team win. I think a lot of it's going to come in the weight room, but also I got to still elevate my game on the court.
You kind of get the sense that a lot of this team's upside lies in you and Braden's improvement from year one to year two, even though you're both pretty good right away.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of pressure, especially like in the tournament last year. We showed we both needed to play better. I think we both have that kind of chip on our shoulder going into the summer, going into the winter, and just being ready to go. We know we both need to be better for our team to win, and also I think our players and coaches and our teammates are going to rely on us to do that.
How hard physically was the season, especially toward the end?
Yeah, during the year you don't really think about it, but looking back you realize just how long it is, how long of a grind it is. Showing up, waking up every morning, getting ready to get shots up, go to practice, watch film. It's just it's draining physically and mentally, and kind of knowing what I'm getting into going in, I know how to better prepare my body, better prepare my mental state, and just get ready to go for myself and my team.
Did you lose weight through the course of the year?
No, I actually didn't. I maintained it pretty well, which was a goal of mine to maintain it because obviously it's hard to gain it, but I didn't lose any more.
Are there any ways you can prepare yourself to be, as fresh as possible?
Yeah, I'd say my lower body.
March?
Definitely my lower body. My legs got a little sore. Both my calves kind of got strained towards the end of the year, and really just better preparing them. Whether it's doing more ice baths, whether it's stretching more, just learning and better preparing myself for the end of the season and into March.
Now, just you obviously have to get Zach his touches.
Yeah.
Offensively, it'd be insane not to. But how can this team be a little bit maybe different offensively, maybe a little bit more balanced?
Yeah, I'd say early on, I thought everything was great. I thought everything was very balanced. That's why we looked so damn good in Portland and then coming out of Portland. And then I think we got into just so top-heavy, throwing it into Zach and not really us being free and playing our game. And a lot of that's on us. We still called the same plays. We still ran the same action. And it was mostly on us, whether it's not being confident in ourselves or just not playing our game. We still got to be free, still got to play the game. And you never know what's going to be thrown at you. And just kind of battling against that and going ready to go, whether it's thrown into Zach or whether it's great on our own.
When you have a player like Zach, how do you have to maximize that, not only for his points, but, like you said, to get your touches, to get your shots up?
Yeah, I mean, he creates so many open looks for us, whether it's driving the ball, whether it's shooting it, whether it's just throwing the one more pass that playing off him, it's one thing I've gotten to learn pretty well. I think that's one of the reasons I played so much, but also just being able to create on your own, whether it's Zach on that other block taking up 2 or 3 guys because he's so big, but just learn to play with him, learn to play around him, and then just playing off him.
When it comes to your body, do you gauge your development by weight, strength, functional strength? What's your
I'd definitely say functional strength. Being able to bump a guy off the line, not getting blown up by a screen, or just being able to create my own shot, whether it's finishing at the rim or taking a pull-up when I'm getting bumped.
I'm trying to bait you by asking this, but how come you didn't get any calls last game?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So you agree with the assessment?
Yeah, I mean, I watched the film, so do a lot of people, and it's pretty obvious. Maybe they say I complain too much, but I'll try not to, I guess.
Braden said that Lance is a lot like Dave. Do you kind of get that sense? A guy that comes in here with a lot of experience and just as a locker room guy?
Yeah, yes and no. Just ultimately their personalities coming in and being a good guy. Like it's a guy I see being my friend off the court, and it's something special. After not knowing a guy for 19 years of my life, to meet him one day and realize we're kind of clicking, I think that's pretty special. And being in practice with him today for the first time, I can tell he's going to be great for us.
How much do you weigh right now?
I'm like 175.
What do you want to be?
185.
What's your carrying capacity physically without compromising the rest of your game?
Can you repeat that?
What's your carrying capacity physically without compromising your game?
I don't know.
Can you be like you don't?
I'm going to try to put on as much as possible, but I'd say a solid goal would be 185.
Do you feel Miles isn't here yet, obviously, but do you feel with Lance and Camden coming off his red shirt that depth is really a thing for you guys this year?
Definitely. And I thought even last year we had guys that could come in with a different lineup and still be #1 team in the country. I think this year, though, with a little more athleticism coming off with Cam and Miles coming in, hopefully he can fit in well. And then now Lance being a really good defender, as we've seen in 2 open gyms and 1 practice so far. I think it's going to be special with whoever comes off the bench or whoever starts.
How do you manage expectations where a year ago nobody was talking about Purdue, and I know that you're going to say we brush it aside, but you realize you're going to be a top 5 team starting the year out this year?
Yeah, definitely. I think expectations, that's what we've worked for. We spent a lot of time in the gym last year in high school, all the years growing up to be on the top 5 team in the country. It's what we've asked for, it's what we've worked for, and I'm looking forward to it.
Everybody always says block it out, block it out, block it out. Can't you embrace it and take some confidence from it too?
Definitely. Like I said, it's something we've worked for. People say expectations or pressure or whatever, and a lot of people don't like pressure, but I personally love it. It's what I've grown up being around the game for. It's what I've worked for, and I didn't go to college to be on an unranked team or not playing the tournament. It's what I worked for.
How much excitement is there for what's to come with the European trip, and then obviously you're going to play Arizona, you're going to go to Hawaii. You've got to experience a lot of things last year and then this coming year that most kids don't ever get to do. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's special. It's, like I said, something we've worked for, but also it's something you can't take for granted. Come on, we're going to Hawaii to play some basketball. It's real special. And then obviously August will be a lot of fun. We're going to Europe. And I think that'll be good for us to play with each other, kind of get some games in before the season, but also just a fun time for like team bonding stuff. It sounds pretty cliche, but it's going to be good for us to spend some time together and go check out some cool stuff.